Morning, everyone. Hope all's well with you and yours. Checking in, see how you're doing. Anyway, was asked, and I get asked, hey, bro, how long you been working out? And I tell people, hey, I started at 12, and I'm 52 now, so been working out a long time. Um, I think this is important. I'm gonna reiterate, like in my "Not That Man in the Can" video. Never use testosterone. Never used HGH, never used steroids, never partook in any of those synthetics at all this entire time. And again, people, they just go to, oh yeah, you're over 30, you have to. Like, I ain't even going to get into that crap, but I gently explain that that's not the case. And I humbly encourage them not to go there. We'll just leave it at that. Anyway, fast forward. Started working out. Parents bought me a weight set when I was 12, and I just kept going ever since. I just kept buying gym equipment, just adding to my thing, and had it all my life. A lot of the same equipment, so it's kind of cool. But anyway, I started working construction. And I grew up with where I grew up. It was kind of a necessity for survival. But while fast forward to the workplace, I was 15, rolled up at this place. It was just like a couple acre yard, all fenced in. I walked in there. This big old dude comes up to me named Frost. He was the owner, and I said, "Yeah, man, I'm just looking for work." And he goes, "I'll pay you $4 an hour. If you make it through the day, I'll keep you. If not, that's it." You know what I mean? I go, "Okay. When do I start?" He goes, "You're going to start right now." I said, "Cool." So started with that individual. Everybody I worked with was much older. I think the youngest person next to me was probably 26, 27. And most of them were on parole or did some county time, whatever. Pretty violent individuals from what I witnessed and saw on a day-to-day basis. But anyway, worked there, and this is part of it too. Frost, man, he was a savage. I had these two guys that were working with me, and we did sewer at the time because that was just coming out. Service lines and then the mains and all that. We were doing that, so you're digging a lot of ditches, exposing a lot of substructures. We did asphalt as well, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. So that being said, you're working hard all day, and I think a couple guys next to me, they were just kind of taking a break. Frost rolls up on scene. Backhoe operator's working down there, and he's waving the backhoe operator, screaming. And the backhoe operator's like, "What?" And those two that were standing there, he just boom pushes them into the ditch, and it was a main pipe, big pipe way down there, and he goes run over the backhoe operator, and he pulls himself up, and then he grabs the backhoe operator like by the side of the shirt on the shoulder, and as he pulls him out, wham, knocks the fool out cold. No, I don't know if he was a fool. He wasn't a fool, but knocked the guy out cold. Guy lands on the ground unconscious, lifts the bucket, lifts the stabilizers, scoops, has a front scoop on it, fills it full of dirt, goes over there to bury those guys that he pushed in the hole. I mean, he's dumping as he's going. Those guys bailed, never came back. So that was the type of environment I was in. I got a lot more stories, but I'll do another one real quick. He rolled up, and it's like a couple weeks later, and then it was like daily. He'd roll up to whatever job site we're on. He had a flatbed truck, or correction, a truck with a flatbed trailer, excuse me. And it had weights with chains welded to the trailer that were welded to, the dumbbells and the barbells, so no one could steal them, I guess. So when he rolled, and then on the front of it, he had a big, massive ice chest filled with food and drinks. And we could eat out of that ice chest as long as we put in 30 minutes of a workout. So I'm working out with all these parolees, man, and I'm like, yeah, that's kind of badass. I already work out, so, but yeah, and the grub was good, and you just, after that you go back to work. But he wasn't messing around. But to the point, a lot of my workout in the beginning came from survival. From what I've seen, you had to be in shape when it came around to come in your time, if you know what I'm saying. So if you wanted to survive that, yeah, you had to be on your game, for lack of better words. So anyway, yeah, I'll get into more later. But someone had mentioned, man, you got to tell some stories. I got a lot, but yeah, that's now the workouts are just, and they are purely chasing that feeling, just being in that right place and bringing that gratitude daily. So definitely transitioned into that over the years for sure. But initially, it was for survival, and then like I said in other videos, it became hypnotic rhythm. I did it so much, you know what I mean? So yeah. All right, I'll just share that with you guys for now. I got a lot more without getting into too many details. But okay, talk to you guys soon. Have a good day. Love to you and yours. Be safe out there. Be grateful.